Hi, good morning everybody. I am going to show you the finished product of my dining room. It was one of those things where we had to do a remodel because I had to install beams. Yes, these support beams, aren't they beautiful? They keep in my second floor, on my second floor. But yeah, we took a negative and made it a positive. I figured, well, while we're remodeling that room, might as well remodel everything. I had it a greenish color before, kind of a colonial green, and thought I'd brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to quickly show you what we have in here, because I have no idea how much time I have to record. And I'll show you these pieces here. These are my dining room pieces. This is this hutch right here that's got drawers, this hutch here with drawers, and then this table and chairs, which is a nice solid wood table. I got those from a friend who was downsizing, and they were this colonial blue, and I've repainted them a Charleston black, or a Charleston green they call it, and got them all for 50 bucks. So as a single parent, you kind of get creative with some of the things that you do. Most of the things you see in here are either things that I've collected over the years from my family, or things that I've made, or things that were given to me, or things that I've picked up secondhand, such as, let's see here, we'll start here on the hutch. Top shelf. Isn't that beautiful? Those turned containers. This right here was made by my friend Christine's father, who has a lathe, and he's been turning these things, and oh my god, they're gorgeous. As you can see here, I showed you this before. He made that for me too. Pretty. That's my aunt on the top shelf, and my grandmother. Oh no, we take that back. Grandmother top shelf, aunt on the second shelf. And they were kind of an influence in me on my entire life. I love them dearly. My aunt was pretty special. First woman to ever hold an administrative job at Bethesda Manor, which is in St. Louis. It was a nursing home. She worked there her entire life, and that's something that you don't really see in the Depression era, where women were in jobs of administrative. But she was a strong woman, and left a small town in southern Illinois to move to St. Louis to have a career and marry and have, well, she never had a family because Butch passed early, but she had a great career, and she was very well respected in the community. So anyways, back to the house. There's a bird's nest on the second shelf that I found. Top shelf, the little teapot was a gift to me. That chest set upstairs up at the top, my brother made that in like, I think 10th grade in shop class or something. Isn't that cool? Oh, here we have a Charleston basket. Anybody that's ever been to Charleston will recognize the sweetgrass that they have there, and that they weave still to this day. Then I've got a little scale that at one point in time I thought I would use for a prop for newborn photography, but there is no way I would put a baby in that, because first, it's too small, and second, it would not hold the baby, and I would be scared to death. And then, of course, there's my kids that are getting married. Okay, moving along. On the big hutch, we've got pewter, my favorite. Pewter is one of the poor man's silver, I guess, is what they say. But I like it because it's just colonial. I swear I was like reincarnated from that revolutionary time. Everything about it just enthralls me. The decor, the history, everything about it. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Sorry if it gets all blurry. That was my father's, I forget what they call it, but it's like a little bowl. It's a plate bowl where you could have cereal out of it and stuff. Isn't that cute? That's what they used to use early on. And then my grandmother, she was big in collecting plates and stuff, so those were hers. Up top, those steins, my brother JR, when he was in the army in Germany, got those. And then all of the other pewter you see there was my great aunt's. She loved pewter too. Okay. Oh, my puppies. I gotta show you these. This is from the Southeast Wildlife Exposition, which is held every year in Charleston. And when I lived down in Charleston for a few years, I collected a few pieces from the market there that they sold. And one of them, that was the year of the puppies. I think it was 1987. Botanical prints, those actually were my grandmother's in a book. She like purchased a book of the Audubon. And yeah, those were kind of cute. I didn't really have I didn't want to spend a lot of money on frames, and those are 9x12s, and that would be kind of expensive to get a frame for a 9x12, about $7, $8 each. So I got creative and used clipboards. Let's see what else. Oh, needlepoint. It's one of those things that women used to do, and kind of a dying art. My grandmother made that. Isn't that pretty? And then over here, boxwood. I love boxwood. Actually magnolia too. I would have preferred magnolia, but Hobby Lobby. So what did I get it for? Under $20. It was on sale, half price. So definitely get that. All right, China Hutch. China Hutch was my ex-husband's mother's. There was a fire, and it was one of the pieces that survived the fire. She had gotten a new hutch, but we cleaned this up, and I refinished it, of course, and put all the china in it. Now I'll zoom in. My mom's family had the most gorgeous, I don't know if you can see without the reflection, the most gorgeous pattern of china. Not really my style, but boy, does it look pretty in here, and it's so fragile I would never use it, but again, so pretty to look at. All right, so up top, hey, this was a fire call box. Years ago when I was working at the city as public safety, they had taken down all of these fire call boxes because they tied into the 911 system. And this one actually, they put them all on bid on eBay, and I started bidding on this one and won. This one was from the deaf school, so that's really kind of cool. Again, things that I found on my antiquing and flea marketing type things. That's a pretty wooden box back there that has held a lot of different things for me, and now it's just a decoration. Okay, my wood wall. I've shown you pictures of my wood wall. I love my wood wall. I still can't believe I was able to pull that off. These prints right here, again, from Charleston. I love Charleston. It was one of my favorite places to live when I was moving around as a youngster, and it's a happy place. So those are from Charleston, so I happily display those. Now we're going to go over this way. I don't know if you can see my desk. That was my grandmother's writing desk. She had that in her bedroom, and it was so pretty. She had it like fancy stationery and roses and all sorts of, I'm not a rose girl, but still holds a lot of meaning to me. And this actually was a piece of a quilt that she had too that was put in a frame that was saved. Okay, excuse me for getting all my Charleston print. Again, love Charleston. That's a bird's eye view. I traveled all over the city trying to find that map. Loved it. Okay, so quickly here. Spoon collection. A lot of people will like purchase all sorts of stuff. Every time I went on a trip, I would buy a spoon. And so that was a spoon. And that little thing from, you would probably recognize it from the Karate Kid. Anyways, it was from Phoenix. I took a little stroll one day, went down to Native American Museum, and I got that there. And then this little print right here was done by my son Ryan. So anyways, do a pan out. Yes, that is a mailbox. Because I don't have a lot of storage in here, I figured if I got a mailbox, I could put, like, you know how you like collect your mail or things that you need to pay, bills, things like that. So I figured I'd put that up there. And then finally my table. Whoops. Never mind that. Off to the side here. Light. Oh my gosh. I was so happy to find this light. I wanted a carriage light for the longest time for this room. And when I did the remodel and I went to find a light, the light was on sale. It was on a clearance for like $24. Isn't that cool? So $24 I got that light. The bulbs in the light cost $24 too, which is crazy. But, okay, here's my table. I think I've shown you that before. The tablecloth. It was hand-stitched by my great-aunt. Again, you know, those are things that you just don't see these days anymore. Hand-stitched things, you know, like pillowcases and tablecloths and all types of, you know, cross-stitch, things like that. So anyways, special meeting. And I've had it in storage for the longest time, just waiting to use it. So I'm very happy I'm able to actually pull it out and use it. Now, the beautiful picture that you see there, my friend Darcy gave me just recently. She found out I had pewter, and she gave that to me. Thank you, Darcy. Now, my table setting. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Table setting is simple. Oh my gosh. First of all, aren't these the cutest napkins? I got those in 8th grade. I wish I could remember my teacher's name because I went to a Catholic school, St. Stephen's, and we had a Spanish class, which was not something you normally had at grade school level for Catholic schools. But anyways, I won those. I don't even know what I did, whether it was a spelling bee or whether I counted to 10 in Spanish. I don't remember what I did, but I won those and I put those away and I like held on to them and never used them. Like, I'm not even going to tell you how old I am, but I've had them for that long, yeah. Table setting. All right, so I didn't have a lot of money to go out and buy more stuff for the table. So I went to the dollar store and Marshall's. These things, these placemats, were a set of 4 for $6. Hello. And then same thing with these plates. These don't, even though they look like they're glass, they're actually melamine, or however you say that, plastic. They're plastic for outside. But love them. They remind me of the blue willow that my aunt used to have. These are just regular white plates I got at the dollar store. So yeah, everything you see here is pretty much on a budget to redo. Either, like I said, I had flowers in the thing, dollar store. You can actually, if you look around, get some really decent flowers at the dollar store. And here is these I made from the dollar store. It was actually a DIY I saw online by somebody I follow on YouTube that does dollar store type decorations all the time. And that's really a bad picture to show, but still kind of cool. And my next project for this room is the pack basket. I've got to get some more flowers to put in there, obviously. But I'm looking forward to getting that all done, too. So I'm going to pan out here and show you the room one more time. That was the lamp I redid. Yep, I did that. That was in my house growing up, actually. So I've got my wood wall, my beams, all of my pretty furniture, my puppies, all of my things that mean a lot to me. You know, my grandmother's, my aunts, my kids, things like that. And then, oh yeah, the rug. I got this rug and that's important when you buy a rug to make sure you're buying the right size. This one, I used to have another one, but it seemed too small. So I got this one. This is a 9 by 12. Ended up being perfect. You see the shutter there that fell down. Yeah, 9 by 12, Walmart, under $100. So go online and shop around. It's a lot easier. Actually, I think it was free shipping too. So it came right to my door. I unrolled it and voila. Yep. So this is my dining room. Promised you I would show you. And I appreciate you watching. And hope that you can take some inspiration from some of the things that I did. And put them in your home as well to share with people that you love. Hope you have a great day. And thanks again. Bye-bye.